Welcome back guys, I want to show you another variant of my ecosystems, this time a tech-centered one. The main idea behind this pouch is focused around building computers, transferring and backing up data, dust cleaning and general installation tasks. It's my third iteration since the other two are on my other channel and I will link those if you are interested. I got this larger pouch from a company called Winex from Amazon UK for around 15 bucks. But it could be under any name since they use a generic design. It's nothing fancy quality-wise like a VanQuest or Maxpedition, but it does the job perfectly for what I have envisioned. I previously had this one with a multiple inner flap design and it worked well since it was compact, but I had to remember where everything was and I just wanted a simple one where I could see almost everything once I open it. Here it is. It measures 24 by 19 by 5 centimeters and it's made from 1000D nylon. On the front you get plenty of velcro areas to attach patches and also use the securing built-in straps. On the lower side you get some outside loops as well. Then on the back we have 4 straps and of course it's MOLLE compatible. There are even 2 D-rings present for carrying. The dual zipper will reveal its clamshell inner design where you have a total of 28 elastic loops. 20 small, 6 medium and 2 large ones. Finally, on each side you have a large pocket and the right one is zipped. Right, now let's go through the items. Behind everything here on the left I keep this battery storage case. It accepts either 5 AAAs or 4 AAs. These are my cable adapters. This is a cool USB to SATA adapter from Sabrent since it has this minimal design. Then I keep a generic secondary one when I do storage laptop upgrades if a client wants to access their older drives and I can just leave it with them. That's a Samsung USB Type A to Type C adapter. Now I had this for ages, it's a 4-way display adapter, DVI, HDMI and VGA can be converted from the display port. Then I keep these thermal paste spatulas when I have to pry open something a bit fragile. A 2GB USB stick which I use to update BIOSes on motherboards since I can format it to FAT32. A SIM ejection tool and a generic keyboard brush. Then some toothpicks and thin zip ties. This is a handy Bluetooth USB adapter. This is a Samsung 2TB 2.5-inch drive which I use to back up data, plus they are cheap to get anyway. Then a generic SD and microSD card reader. Now this is one of my new favorites. Basically it will transform your smartphone into a desktop experience on your TV because it lets you connect keyboard, mouse, HDMI and even a pass-through charging. Even more so if you have a Samsung Galaxy S8 and above which has the built-in DeX mode. This is my Windows 10 installation USB stick. I really like it because it has a full metal body. A micro USB to Type-C adapter just in case. Followed by a spare CR2032 aka BIOS motherboard battery. A double and triple USB battery charger from Eneloop. Had this for ages, it's really good stuff. Finally, to conclude this side, here is a spare micro USB cable with an extra adapter. Sabrent has great stuff and here is their M.2 NVMe SSD external metal cage that supports up to 10 GB per second. Then it's always handy to have a magnetic pickup tool. My go-to thermal paste, the famous Noctua H2. An Anker Type-C cable for redundancy. Another great thermal paste option is this one from Alpenphone. Then 2 brushes to clean dust off motherboards, keyboards, etc. Plus makeup brushes are excellent here. Here are some front I/O cables I pulled from an old PC case and thus a great way to troubleshoot on older machines. This is a smartphone screen spray cleaner from Spigen. Then I like to keep a bunch of Ziploc bags for screws or any storage purposes. The famous Noctua 2-way fan splitter, always handy to have. Then a spare SATA cable, also ideal for troubleshooting. Then a pair of M.2 securing screws and spacers. And the final cable is a 6-pin to 8-pin adapter for GPUs, though I'll need to replace this with a newer Nvidia 12V 2x6 adapters. The final pieces reside in the zipped pocket. This is where I keep my extra long Phillips screwdriver since it fits perfectly in a diagonal. My microSD cards plus the SD adapter. One is 16GB while the other is a V30 rated one, the SanDisk Extreme Pro at half a terabyte. A bag with some cable ties followed by an anti-static cloth. Here I keep a selection of the most type of screws used in a computer, including some motherboard spacers and fan mounting screws. Then an empty anti-static bag, and finally a bag where I keep some Noctua thermal paste wipes and some generic small thermal paste tubes, followed by a keycap extractor. And that's it. It basically covers all my needs so far, and whenever I build a computer for someone. If I need to take apart a laptop, I have the iFixit Mako screwdriver set, which you can see in this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and feel free to add any of your most used tech gadgets and tools.